I mentioned this story earlier that it is a bigger story outside the United States. And I'm surprised at this, but it's a bigger story in France. It has to do with Victor Wembanyama putting himself into a game. Tuesday night, he put himself back in the game, and then I think he had a dunk, and then Pop took him out. Pop didn't put him in. Victor Wembanyama checked himself in. So it's a big story in Victor Wembanyama's home country of France. Tom Orsborn covers the Spurs for the San Antonio Express News. Is this going to be a bigger deal here, Tom?
Hey, Dan, good morning. As you said, in France, everything's a big deal with Victor. But here, I think that, he's stressed over and over again that he's on board with the minutes restriction that was placed on him 5 games ago due to a series of ankle tweaks. He's on board with it, but he's growing frustrated with it too because he really doesn't think he's injured. And the Spurs love his competitive fire. They love the fact that he wants to play. He'll play every minute in every game if he had his way. He's super competitive, and he's durable despite his frame. He's tough. He knows how to fall. It's amazing. When you watch him crumple to the floor, he knows how to do it. It's kind of like Tom Brady when he used to get sacked.
Yeah, but Tom, he checked himself into a game in front of Greg Popovich. Yeah. Is that what happened?
That's what happened. He had lobbied. When they took him out, I don't know what it was. I think it was 16 points. He had reached his minutes limitation of 25 minutes, which was one over the 24 that they set. But he saw that they kept cutting into the lead. He thought they could win it. He's frustrated. He's telling I'm okay. What's another 1 or 2 minutes? Let me back in. And he just slipped past Pop, checked himself in, actually got a dunk that cut it to 8 points with 1:47 left. And then Pop, said, "Come on, get out."
But did you know what was going? Tom, did you know what was going on in that moment that he checks himself into the game without Pop's permission?
No. He explained it afterward that he did it on his own. He wasn't supposed to sub in. He subbed in. Pop, I guess he was. We talked to Victor after Pop, so it was kind of we couldn't ask Pop about it because we didn't know the story at the time.
Pop's a disciplinarian. I don't know if he has fun with this. Is this story over?
I'm sorry about that, Dan.
Is this story over?
We'll be talking to both Victor and Pop about it today. Pop pregame, Victor after the game. Victor made it clear he wants, he would love to have the minutes restriction lifted. Pop said we got to take some more MRIs, take a look, re-examine his ankle. Their fear is that it's been tweaked so much that the ligaments might be stretched, which makes him vulnerable to more injury, further injury, makes him susceptible. So I would imagine sooner rather than later they'll take that MRI, and the restriction will be lifted pretty soon, I would think.
Well, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it, Tom.
Anytime. Thank you, Dan.
And that's Tom Orsborn, San Antonio Express, covering the Spurs. To me, it's pretty wild. Imagine if how many players can check themselves into a game? I don't think there are any rookies who can do that. And how many players could do that under the watchful eye of Greg Popovich? I can't imagine that.